This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win.
We've made it to Super Bowl 60 with the Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And Dalton, this Seahawks offense, with Sam Darnold as the quarterback this year, has been really, really good. And the biggest reason why is this guy right here. Jaxon Smith-Njigba has turned into one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Assignment number one in this Super Bowl for Mike Vrabel, for his interim defensive coordinator, Zach Kerr, and the entire New England defensive staff is how in the world do we not let this guy right here tee off on us? Jaxon Smith-Njigba is one of the best players in football. He's improved in each season of his career, and he's at his best right now, seemingly unstoppable. I got to imagine this 2-week stretch that New England has to prepare for this game, this is priority number one. If this guy goes for 150 yards on you, you have a huge, huge problem.
I mean, look at these numbers right here. He's the best receiver in the NFL on deep throws, best receiver in the NFL on intermediate throws, top 15 receiver in the NFL on short throws as well. There's no way to really defend this guy right now.
And the vertical ability is really the biggest difference between his development from his rookie year to now, right? His rookie year, he was used in kind of this conservative manner, mostly in the slot, crafty route runner, a lot of 6-yard routes, but Clint Kubiak this year has maximized his speed, his ability to get vertical, and he understands schematically how to get this guy open from so many different spots. So as far as the depth goes, him and Puka Nacua are the only receivers in the top 12 of all three of these categories. Two best receivers in football this year. That makes sense. Let's look at some alignment stuff. Okay, he came into the league, again, rookie year, more in the slot he played, but look at this. Outside, second in receiving grade. First in yards per route run, the most efficient receiver in football lined up on the outside. Apologies, we'll get back to that there in a second. There we go. Oh, I'm a mess. Anyway, a lot of slides. We do this all the time. First, most efficient in the league in yards per route run on the outside. In the slot, top 5 in both categories. I mean, we are just checking all the boxes. So, I've had people ask me leading up to this week, how do you cover this guy? Who shadows him? Is it Christian Gonzalez? Is it Carlton Davis? Who is it? And I go, well, there's no shadow. He lines up everywhere. You can't just have one guy follow him and expect to shut him down. Your entire defense has to be prepared. And the last part that makes that the most difficult is right here, the motion. When he's in motion, he is such a dangerous weapon because at the end of the day, your entire defense has to adjust, right? If it's man-to-man, if you're adjusting zone coverages, we're going to show examples of both. It's so hard, but when he's in motion, third best receiving grade in the league, third in yards per route run, top passer rating, darn near a perfect passer rating when targeted when he's in motion, and they're going to him because, well, he's one of the best players in football, top 10 threat percentage. So when this guy moves around the formation, he's hard to contain, he's hard to figure out, and it's hard to figure out where he's going, and these are big, explosive vertical plays we're getting into.
Let's show some examples right now of how Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks offensive coordinator, has kind of used him in such creative ways this year.
Okay, so the first one's the simplest one.
Sure.
It's plain and simple, one-on-one. If he's the X in any formation, I would Renardo Green, I believe this is down here, good player, good football player for the 49ers, right? I would highly advise against this, especially if you're going to rotate it and you're going to rotate safeties and move people around and really leave them in a true one-on-one. Because this is Max legitimately just press, release, fade ball. We're gone. I mean, I don't even care what happens on this top side. Doesn't matter to me at all. If I see number 11, one-on-one, yeah, I'm going to him. That's how good he is. It's very simple. First one's the simplest one. Darnold gets to the top of his drop. Bam, right here. Just about getting the outside release, widening this out from that cut split a little bit. Once he's even, what is he?
He's leaving.
He's leaving. And I can tell you Jaxon Smith-Njigba is leaving a lot. Here we go. Got even just a half step on him. Sam Darnold's going to release the football, get him out in front. Perfect throw, perfect catch. And you want to talk about a big-time throw? That's it right there. Oof. Elite ball placement. Only got about a yard on him, but elite ball placement creates an explosive play. So that's number one. One-on-one matchups. We can create them in formation. We can create them in motion. All right, here we go. Now, 3-by-1 set here. Smith-Njigba. He's got man-to-man coverage. This is Jonathan Jones, a corner. Okay, so we don't get a mismatch necessarily, but to be honest with you, any guy one-on-one is a mismatch against Smith-Njigba. He's going to motion into the backfield right in here. This is where we're going to go, kind of a 2-back set now. What you're going to get, A.J. Barner's going to run this in cut, knowing he's probably not going to catch the football, to be honest with you. we got a two-man look out here. Smith-Njigba's going to get here. He's going to wheel down the sideline against Jonathan Jones. So, Sam Darnold, here we go, reading man-to-man coverage. Jonathan Jones came across with him, and he's even got outside leverage on Smith-Njigba. He's got outside leverage. Okay, let's protect against it a little bit. Again, in cut from Barner, wheel out of the backfield. Here we go. Darnold reads the man coverage. Get on his toes. Boom. We're already even almost right now. Again, work outside the numbers. Get out here. Put a perfect throw on him, Sam. Release the football. Again, not quite there, but if he's even,
he's leaving.
He's leaving. He's out of here. Boom. Another. And look at that throw. That's not even that much separation, to be honest with you. The concentration on the catch, that's a perfect throw. You want to talk about Sam Darnold being one of the best deep passers in the league? Here's your example. All right, here we go. Let's get a little zone coverage going now. Now, what the Rams are going to do, and something that Chris Shula does really well, here's Cooper Kupp. Smith-Njigba is up here up top. Cooper Kupp now is going to come all the way across in motion. Now you got Smith-Njigba in the slot. He's going to come all the way across. Kupp's getting vertical. Smith-Njigba's getting vertical right here. All right? So Darnold's got it. He's got to read this coverage as it's going. Now, what you're going to get is you're going to get a player following Cooper Kupp across, making it look like it's man coverage. Now, normally it would be, but the way the Rams adjust their defense, when we get here, all right, here's Quentin Lake. You see the corner widen out here? Now, you would think, okay, are they switching the man coverage responsibilities? No, we're actually going to just get a straight Tampa 2. So you're going to get in the flat here, going to get a hook zone right about here, and we're going to split these two safeties right back here. We're going to get a Tampa 2 instead of two-man. Now, the motion might have told me man coverage, but this is where film study and playing the Rams, getting to play the Rams 3 different times, this really helps. So now they motion with it. They stay in zone. This is a good job from Sam to keep his eyes on the coverage and what he wants to be looking at here. So Kupp, once again, he's going to get vertical outside. You're going to get Smith-Njigba, corner, post, this way right here. Now, the job of the safety right here, I believe that's Cam Curl, is to split these two verticals in half so he can play either one. That makes it really hard when number 11 is this big threat. So what ends up happening? We get to the top of Smith-Njigba's route. He hasn't quite gotten to halfway between these two verticals yet, and Smith-Njigba is setting him up outside like he's going to run a corner right here, and you're going to see he's going to take a step outside here, bang, right back to split these two safeties. Darnold sees this, and all he's waiting on is for the safety to bite on this release. He's already got his back turned and running. There goes Cooper Kupp vertically down the field, and if the safety does sit, maybe we rip it to Kupp. But you get to this next shot here, that's a problem. Max, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to tell you I'm the smartest guy on the planet. But covering Jaxon Smith-Njigba with your back turned is going to be a tough task here, right? So the outside fake and the creativity in the route running, the timing, Darnold's throwing this ball right now, all he's got to do is split the safeties, and it gets there. Once again, terrific ball placement. Yep. Big play down the middle of the field. Now the famous one. All right, this is 3 plays later. So now the Rams got burned in cover 2. The next 3 plays, they've gone into some quarters looks, right? So here's Smith-Njigba right here. This is the famous touchdown that everybody loved. We're just going to go over it one more time. Motion down here into the backfield. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. Now, nobody's going to move, all right? Nobody's going to move. Nobody followed him this time. There was no big adjustment. It's just straight quarters, okay? Quarter, quarter. What you're going to do is match Cooper Kupp, number 2. If he gets vertical, corner is going to match number 1, Rashid Shaheed, if he gets vertical. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to rip to the post right here, all right? Number 2, if you're reading Cooper Kupp and he goes to the flat, then you look vertical and you help out on number 1, anything over the middle of the field. That's what happens. Now, the 2 guys for Jaxon Smith-Njigba that we're worried about, because what he's going to do is we're going to get a modified scissor concept and run to this corner. So the 2 guys that need to be occupied, because at that point, number 3, Smith-Njigba, really the linebacker has to match him. That's Nate Landman. I can tell you right now, we've already seen corners get burned. We've already seen safeties get burned. You're not going to match him with a linebacker. So if you don't switch this off, you have a serious problem if the Seahawks can occupy 2 players. Number 1, the corner right here. He's going to be occupied with the post. Cool. What Cooper Kupp's job is here is to attack the curl flat player, make him aware of him early in the play, and sit down right in here so the curl flat player can't drag up on Smith-Njigba and undercut it, right? So that's what you're going to get here. Okay, there goes Cooper Kupp. It's not even his job to get open on this play. All he wants to do is get the attention of the curl flat player. He's done that. The post with Shaheed obviously takes the attention of 1 and then gets the attention of 2. What does that leave us with? Nate Landman, high and dry on Jaxon Smith-Njigba, going to the corner. Not a chance. The only chance really that this play can be made by the defense is if the curl flat player sees it soon enough and he undercuts it soon enough. But no, Cooper Kupp did a great job of taking his attention away from that. Darnold's throwing a great ball under pressure. Now, a little bit later in the play, you can see the high-low action and where that curl flat player really can't be right. free access to the end zone. That's Clint Kubiak. That's play design. Some people in Las Vegas might be very excited about that. But that's just the different ways that they free him up. Motion, inside, outside, down the field, all over the place. Mike Vrabel's losing sleep trying to cover this guy right now, I'm telling you.
I want to take it back to when we were scouting Jaxon Smith-Njigba. And something I wrote down in my scouting report, my number one strength for Jaxon Smith-Njigba was a lot like Jamar Chase, Dalton, in 2019. My number one strength for Jamar Chase, he was the Biletnikoff Award winner on that 2019 LSU team when they had Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the NFL, and also a day 2 pick in Terrace Marshall at wide receiver 2. Jaxon Smith-Njigba, as a true sophomore at Ohio State, in 2021, led the nation in receiving yards, even though that team also had Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, 2 top 15 picks in the draft, both of them, by the way, older than JSN. We knew this guy was an elite player in college, and he has turned into an elite player in the NFL. He's going to be one of the biggest X factors in Super Bowl 60 on Sunday.
Everyone's got takes. Numbers have truth. And the truth is, most people are betting with emotion. Sportsbooks feed on it. TikTok gurus sell it. The hype machine runs on it. That's how you lose. PFF is different. You're betting with winning data. The same data trusted by all 32 NFL teams and the sharpest minds in the game. PFF betting tools take every prop, every matchup, every angle, and run them through our custom models. Built on the best football data in the world. What comes back is your edge. Simple, sharp, and built to win. Want to go deeper? PFF puts a pro-level analytics department in your hands, giving you the same insights teams use to find every advantage. Build your game plan with matchup analysis. Project every snap, every matchup, and every edge before kickoff. Because the smartest plays start long before Sunday. Hit rates show how a player performs against their prop and against defenses built the same way. It's the data that gives you real confidence in every pick. Next, Key Insights translates PFF data into the story behind every matchup, giving you the why that powers your bets. From coverage schemes to defensive looks, it's the context that turns raw numbers into winning decisions. When you're ready to take action, filter through every prop on the market and focus on the opportunities that matter, by game, matchup, or value. Then, shop for the best available line in your area and tap your book of choice to place the bet instantly. Everyone's got takes, but now you've got truth. Bet with data, win with PFF.